My name's Monty.
My name is Laz.
My name is Andre.
And you're watching
the LSDP. Isn't it February? Isn't it Black History Month?
I think right now. I'm sorry, I just want to interrupt you guys.
He has entered the room.
For no reason, but I am here, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps you were wondering, did he not show up today?
Where is he?
Why is he so quiet?
It's because the
doing?
glasses hide him.
Yeah, the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, I've been here all along. But
he's like that kid from sorry, real quick,
I don't.
The kid from that one. He was like one of the Zack and Cody kids. He would. Is it like Daddy or whatever? He'd
That's me. That's me.
Nah, the little kid, he'd be scared and he'd put glasses and no one could see him, and then take them off and everyone could see him. That's Mr. over here.
Oh, I thought you were saying Daddy.
Oh no.
yeah, that's me. Yeah.
But I don't like how, like, before we came in here, we were like chopping it up. You know, we were getting down to the business. You know, we were talking about good topics.
Okay.
And then the cameras turn on, and then you guys get.
Well, we can't give him all the good stuff right away.
But I want to give him the whole shaft.
What?
Whoa. Wake it up in here, all right? All the energy.
With a shaft?
Yeah. No, but for real, like, before we were talking about, what were we talking about?
I don't know. I think we were talking about like prices on rings. Someone asking how much my ring costs, and then we just started talking about how much a ring for a woman should cost, and a bunch of other stuff.
You were saying that you have a pretty expensive ring on your finger from
this guy.
from the data I collected.
Oh yeah. I got myself a Cartier ring just because. Hey, you gotta take care of yourself too.
Shit on them.
You gotta take care of yourself too.
No, I fuck with that.
Imagine like I can't walk around with a little $20 Walmart ring and my girl has a nice ring. Like, come on, that doesn't even belong together, yo.
Your girl does have a nice ring.
Like, what do you guys think a ring should cost? I think we got into a pretty, maybe not heated debate, but
yeah. Well, I've never bought a ring for a girl, but I'm thinking in the thousands.
Okay,
you know,
no way.
I was telling you, I was telling you guys that the rule of what's that saying?
The rule of thumb.
The rule of thumb is you're supposed to take what you make a month and triple it, and that's how much your significant other's wedding ring.
And I was saying that seems like something a jeweler made up just to make as much money as possible.
Someone who's never gotten a ring walks in and goes, "How much?" That's
hey, how much does my husband?
Yeah,
he's like, well, what does your husband do? Well, he owns this business 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the rule of thumb is 3 times your monthly income.
If he actually cares.
That's personal etiquette, proper etiquette.
You see, really?
Oh, really? Okay. And then next thing you know, it's just like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be 3 times your monthly.
Just became the norm out of nowhere.
But I think I had this conversation with my friend like last week or like 2 weeks. We were talking. He's getting older now, and he's been dating like his girlfriend for a while now. So it's a conversation that's come up, and he's like, yo, like when I was younger, when I was really young, when I was like 18, 19, 20, like I would have imagined that I wanted to spend like $50,000 on a ring.
No,
he's like, but now that I'm older, I can't see myself spending more than like
50K. That's a whole damn down payment, yo.
Yeah.
But do you guys think there's something to that? Like, do you think that when you're younger, you're like, oh shit, like I'm gonna go fucking crazy?
Well, when you're younger, you're kind of like clueless, right? And all you know is like what social media shows you, or like what we grew up watching on TV, and all that was glorified was these big ass rings that, of course, were.
There are people that pay $50K for a ring,
bro. That's
and more.
There's people that will look at you and be like, "What? $50K? That's nothing." My wife's is $500,000, yo.
My wife's is a house.
Well, it's a wide spectrum out there, right?
It really is.
Because you could be talking to someone and someone could be like, oh, that's all you spent. And someone else could be like, whoa, you spent that much?
Exactly. Why would you spend that much on a ring?
So I think it
might not work out.
It all depends on the person at the end of the day. Like Laz said something earlier. He said, well, if she, what is it like? If she was not willing to,
the only reason my wife got the ring she got is because she was willing to take like a rubber ring if it came down to it. Like, if she's not willing to take a cheap ring, she's not worth like that expensive ring. It's just not like
that's a bar right there.
And if your girl would change because of a ring, she's not the one.
There you go. You heard it here first.
We were also talking about like, oh, does it change after after you get married? Do things change like with sex and other things? You know, and like no, things don't change. But if a ring makes a person change, that person probably isn't the one for you. Is the way I looked at it. Personally,
I agree with that.
I completely agree with that.
And I got told a lot, like, really, like, why are you gonna get married? Don't do it. Like, it's a trap.
Really? They told you that?
Bro, a lot of people told me that.
Damn.
Like, people that are married, and I was like, damn, this guy.
Well, I hear that from everyone that's married. They're like, don't get married.
Well, I had a teacher tell the whole class that, like, oh yeah, don't get married.
Well, I think people don't like it because it forces you to fix your situation. Like, you have to fix your problems, and people don't like doing that. People running away from their problems.
Do you think that's weird?
True.
Like, because oftentimes, like in scenarios like that, like someone goes through something, and then they have like a bad experience with love, and then now they're projecting like their experience, and they're portraying that and projecting
100%.
that onto, like in this case, the teacher was portraying it to the class. But do you guys think that's fair? Like, do you guys? What do you guys think about that?
What do you mean?
It's fair. They can express whatever they like went through, their beliefs or whatever. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, if you think about it, if you have a partner that's down to like ride with you, like you're basically forming an alliance with somebody, right? And
Correct.
they like help you. They fuel the machine. Like that you are like.
Yeah.
If they can bring the best out of you, like I think that's, that's priceless.
Yeah. My question was.
That's what I said. I don't know what he has.
No. My question was like, do you guys think that's a fair thing? Well, no, I guess you kind of did answer.
Okay,
they're allowed to project whatever they want out into the world
after they got heartbroken.
Yeah.
I think that's a selfish thing to do. I don't think that a person, because I personally know someone. They didn't tell me, but I know that this person, like, probably got heartbroken.
Yeah.
Well, I know they got heartbroken, and they just fucking. After that, they would purposely make people fall in love with them and just
leave them,
break their hearts,
on purpose, and that was like the thing. And like, they didn't tell me that this was what they were doing, but I could see that that's what they were doing, and I was like, damn, bro, that's kind of like fucked up. Like, you should get checked out because that's not like normal.
At that point, you're messing with people's like emotions and like, life and
like
when it gets too personal like that, like I don't like that.
The way I look at it is like people are willing to kill themselves over anything, and I never want to be responsible, or I wouldn't want anyone that I know or like that I'm close to be responsible or something like that, because we all seen like the internet turn their backs on people that even we know locally, and it's not pretty, and it's like no matter how big of a friend I am, sometimes it's like it's kind of hard to like still have your back when everyone around like is like shitting on you. There's only so much I could do for you, So I don't like that.
I see.
Personally, me.
Dating is weird now.
I don't like where this is going.
Why? Why? Is it not going the way you thought it was going to go?
No, well, it is, but like this is kind of like reinforcing what I was saying earlier. Like, do you think people go through like an experience with love and then it goes bad, and then now they project that and they try to like, hey, be careful with this because this is gonna happen to you. I went
through it,
but
that happens all the time.
But what's the flip side of that? Where someone successfully fell in love and they had like. Obviously nothing's perfect, but let's say like they caught it clean, they got a family now, and like they're married and they're happy. Like, what about that? Like,
that exists too.
Yeah.
I'm
talking about the people who
are like 60 and they're still together type shit.
I'm talking about the people who purposefully like give love like a bad rap, like, oh, fuck love, like type of shit. You feel me?
There's a lot of people like that. The thing is like there's a lot of people like that'll just say fuck anything that like it's just not for them, It's like sometimes even I'm guilty of it. I'm like, fuck rock, but I'm like, I have nothing to do with that. Like, I've never
rock?
even like rock,
Like the genre of music.
the genre.
Chris Rock?
I have nothing to do with it. I've never
What
even
Dwayne do to you?
been over there, like to like even experience it like that. I'm just like over here, like fuck it. And I'm just projecting like a negative thing, even though I'm like, it's never done anything to me, you know? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, it's the person more than the actual thing. Love didn't fuck you over. The person did, you know?
Yeah.
I love that. I love how you worded it. That's
like,
true. Because like right now, okay, I see my little brother, right? He's on Love. Like him and his girlfriend just
Wait,
graduated.
how they just graduated? So they're like 18,
19,
okay.
And I'm like, oh, that's fire, you know, like in my head. But I could be like, hey, bro, like, you know, just be careful and like focus on yourself. And, you know, I could be on that. But I'm like, that. I think love is a fire ass experience.
You
that
have to let
should
him
go through.
experience that.
Yeah.
See, that's
Who am
good.
I to like rob that from anybody? You know what I mean? Like, that's such a fire ass fucking feeling and experience. You know, it's
It
like,
is,
oh,
it
hell
is.
yeah. Oh, what, you guys are baking cookies together? Dude, that's fire. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah. And,
yeah.
like when you're in a relationship, like I'm sure you guys could attest to it. Like when you're in it, you kind of stay away from people like that. That are like, why, bro? This and that.
I was
like,
king of that, bro. I'll turn a blind eye to everything, bro. Don't tell me anything. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like I'm in my own paradise over here. You know, bro, stay the fuck away. I'm happy. I'm happy over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to come around anything that like
That would jeopardize that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I completely
because
understand.
I've definitely had friends in the past that were like, bro, like, why, like, we're all single, we should do this, or like this, or just there's people that exist like that, like, oh, like, why are you even with her, like, she doesn't even make you that happy. It's like, what the fuck? How do you know, bro? Like,
that's like the male, like the female version of like the girl in the club that's like, she's good.
what do you mean?
She doesn't want to dance with you.
like the ugly
You know,
friend?
that's kind of like, I kind of like, I correlate that with that. Like, bro, don't kick it, bro. Like, fool, fuck that. You know, let's go. You know,
Well, come here. I'll suck your dick.
yeah. I kind of associate those two things together. You know, like in one world, it's like the chick that's like, "Oh, I won't. You're taking away my friend," and the guy version of that is like, "Oh, don't go hang out with her. Like, we're all single. We could have fun together."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Chris, how do you feel back there, huh? You fucking heard? Yeah. All right. Let's get it going.
That guy must be related to Prince Harry, yo. He's got the same accent.
Oh yeah, you think? Oh, boring. The wolves are abroad in the land, my lord. The peasants are troubled.
Oh, what cheer?
That's hilarious. I did want to start us with
My knee, man, my knee.
Now.
I wanted to start us off with possibly our next like segment added to the thing. It doesn't have to be a weekly thing, but I want to call it "Is this racist or is that racist?" So I was
Put a little
that's good.
racism in your morning podcast.
So I was in Hawaii this week, you know, this last weekend and shit, or this
Shit on them
weekend,
lads.
and there was a lot of like Asians there, you know. A lot of
Sure, they
different-
weren't just Hawaiian.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
they were Japanese. Bro.
Is that racist? Yes, that is.
This is not even the part.
Okay, let her get this.
This is the part right here, bro. Asian people are way too damn smart to be looking like they're fucking lost all the fucking time. Like
Oh yeah, that's racist.
every time I saw them, they were just or asked them something, they just like look confused or like lost. I was like, bro, you're way too damn smart to be this dumb sometimes. Like I'm like, you guys are way too smart.
In Hawaii?
Just
What if they were just tourists? Like they don't know where
weren't
they're
tourists, bro. There were workers there, and they were Japanese.
And
There was
they
a
all-
lot of Japanese, and they all just looked like lost, bro. Like I'm like, bro, what? Like you're supposed to tell me where to go. What do you mean?
at. Oh shit! Okay.
I'm like,
So okay, did these people? You said they were workers. Did they work in hotels? Did they work in
Just
restaurants?
all over the
Taxi cabs.
So I kind of stayed in the area that's kind of like the strip where like the hotels are all in the same place and you just
Yeah.
walk. There's tourists everywhere, tour guides everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't ask the tourists for questions. I ask the tour guides the questions. The
Yeah,
people
yeah,
that,
yeah, of course.
and just like like I'm like, nah, I'll just put it in my GPS, bro.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm like, you guys are way too smart to be this dumb. And they always look lost. Everywhere I looked, I'm like, these guys look lost. And it was like, this is it's starting to sound more Indian people too. They always look lost. I'm like, bro.
Wait, there's Indian people in Hawaii.
There's a group, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of Hawaiians, obviously, but
yeah.
mostly Japanese. But I was like, bro, you guys are way too smart. Way too fucking smart.
So the question is that racist?
It sounds racist to me.
Very.
Sounds pretty racist to me, yes.
I don't know, bro.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I feel like
It's a great segment.
Asian people are like really smart. We live around a lot of Asian people. I work with Asian people. Most of them are geniuses.
They
I
are
feel
geniuses.
dumb around them.
Yeah.
I felt very smart in Hawaii. Very smart.
So
We don't know what part of it.
Are you sure they were
from.
Japanese too? What if they were just Hawaiian?
They weren't Hawaiians, bro.
Are you saying Hawaiians are dumb?
I'm
I'm kidding.
Nah, bro.
I have a friend that's Hawaii. He's from Hawaii.
Oh no, my best friend's black.
That's pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Trying to get off.
Hawaiians all look. You remember the little short? You remember Rocket Power?
I remember Rocket Power.
The short. The short chubby
I know who
dude.
you're talking about.
All of them look like that.
All of them look like that.
All of them look like that.
Yeah.
Boy and girl. They look like that.
Wait, when
Tell me, come on.
I said, when does this segment end? Is this racist, yo?
I think that ended like a long time ago, but that's not racist.
Leave your comments.
People think Mexicans all look alike.
That is true.
That is true.
People do think, there are people who think that.
Bro, people think Ecuadorians look like Mexicans. They think we all look alike.
We're all Mexican. Do we all look alike?
Well, they think anyone below the border is Mexican. They don't consider like Salvador.
And I just assume anyone on.
Yeah, that's true. They don't.
I just assume everyone that looks Hawaiian is Hawaiian. It's just all assumption. It's not racist.
Okay, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. Well,
It's just based on assumption.
Yeah,
not
maybe next
racist.
week you guys can bring something. Is that racist?
Okay. That was interesting.
that was interesting. There you go.
That was
Yeah, give it up for Laz, guys. Woohoo!
Sorry. What do you want to talk about, Your Highness?
Can a man change his stars? No. Well, I know I've seen a bunch of shit. We'll get to a lot of everything. The one thing that I fucking obviously kept seeing today was that guy who set himself on fire. Y'all saw that?
I didn't see that. What are you talking about?
Not on my timeline.
No?
Enlighten us.
Well, boys, I'm sorry to break it to you. There was an Air Force. What do you call them?
Sounds pretty stupid if you ask me.
Isn't your brother in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Well, there was this guy who was in the Air Force, and he went to like the embassy somewhere. Fuck, I don't know exactly where it was. It could be in Israel.
No facts.
No facts. Honestly, it's literally breaking the day. I should probably pull it up before I tell you guys. But
Okay.
Fuck it. No facts on this podcast. This guy set himself on fire in front of the embassy, and then
The American embassy?
yeah, and then he was like, "Free Palestine, free Palestine," as he was burning to death.
And he was American.
Oh.
Yeah, and as he was burning to death, and he recorded it, and as he was burning to death, you can hear like in the background like, "Get on the ground," and all the government officials start approaching him, and then there's one cop that pulls up with his gun out. And he's like, "Get on the ground." And this was like on the ground burning to death, bro. And then some other cop comes in the corner and he fucking starts like, he grabs a fire extinguisher and they start trying to put him out and shit.
Yeah.
You guys didn't see that?
No.
I didn't
It's
see that.
everywhere right now.
But did he die or is he alive?
Yeah, he died.
He died?
Not immediately. They still rushed him to the hospital.
Sounds
but
fake, yo. I mean, it obviously.
play it?
No, it obviously happened, but
Yeah, play it.
Sounds
play
like
it.
a setup. Sounds like. I mean,
Like what?
Who knows? Someone planted that person. Like it obviously happened.
Yeah.
Oh, like you're saying like it could be fake?
It's obviously not. It's like not fake because it happened,
Dude,
but
it's fucking.
it's kind of like like
video.
it's kind of like a terrorist. Like they don't care if they die. They're just there to prove a point. And this, I feel like he was sent there, and I guess not fake.
Sent there by.
Who knows? Who has the bigger agenda?
You think, but you're able
Because
to.
why would you be American and then go?
Oh, because
and like,
he was saying that he didn't want to contribute to the war. He's like, I don't want to fight this war anymore. I don't want to contribute to genocide and shit.
So why not just get dishonored?
That's a good question, man. I think he wanted to.
I think that's more.
Well, I think he wanted to prove a point. He sacrificed himself.
Point proven. I'm all for the cause he did this all for.
Yeah,
but I think he could have brought
wow.
attention to it like a different way.
How selfless of him, right? He gave his whole life just to try to, you know,
Prove a point.
save people over there, you know, in Gaza. But is that the video?
Oh, you're gonna show us him killing himself.
Well, you said they sent him there, bro.
Well, yeah. You guys think he woke up and decided I'm gonna go set myself on fire? Oh, it's cool like that. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
Oh my god!
Can't hear it.
Yeah. So he's literally getting burned alive.
He's getting burned
So
alive.
the get on the ground. Man, I hate being this guy, but no one else is gonna do it. Then, it just sounded like. It's horrible, but I think they were just trying to tell him get on the ground and like to get yourself
on fire.
You know?
Obviously, there was that, but then this other fucking guy comes from the corner and he has his gun out, like pointed at him.
Oh, okay.
As he's burning.
Yeah.
I thought
there's no need for that.
because I understood like the guy came out with a gun and was like, "Hey, get on the ground, get on the ground."
Yeah.
Ah, damn! I kind of regret playing that. Fucking me up.
That shit is crazy, bro. I can't believe.
Yeah, that was crazy. You're literally hearing someone getting burned alive, dude. That's like that's excruciating pain. Have you ever been burnt?
What do you think this does to human psychology? The fact that I could just scroll past that and fucking go on about my day. Like, do you think that desensitizes us?
It does.
It does desensitize you because that lets off a lot of like it's not adrenaline, but it's something that like it.
Well, that's why like people that grow up in like the hood, they're like, oh, like that's just a gun.
They're around more.
It's like that sounds like a gun. They got shot. Like a lot of those people, a lot of those kids could be like, oh, that's a gun. A block down from us. Like they can tell you how far the gun was and shit like that. They grew up in that. They're used to it.
To them, they're used to it. It's not really a big deal. So it can desensitize. Why do you say that word? Desensitize a lot of people that aren't used to that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
who was that, yo?
Well, I feel like that's why like people from like neighborhoods like ours, like like Mexican or black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Maybe scandalous isn't the word, but we're more like whatever,
more out there or more
just more like
loud or
just because we've experienced so much like. A person that, like a white person, we'll just use white as an example.
One day I'm going to come in here and talk about all the trauma in the Latin community. All the shit no one talks about.
Nah,
talk
for
about
sure.
it right now.
Yeah, it's dangerous, bro. It's not dangerous. It's just...
It's a touchy subject.
I already fucking hit you guys with that guy killing himself. Like, I don't think... that was so much. I'm so sorry, guys.
Can't get any worse than that.
I didn't think you were going to show us the video.
That's excruciating,
Well,
bro.
because you said that someone sent them there or something like that. You got to see it.
I thought when you said I'm going to pull it up, it's like an article or something.
No, it's really fucking real. And
that was brutal, bro.
Really fucking real, bro. Rest in peace.
It gave me Pain Olympic vibes.
Yeah. Rest in peace. His name was... I think we should at least Aaron Bushnell.
Was he at least
U.S. Air Force soldier?
Was he Palestinian?
No, he's a white guy.
Damn, bro.
A fucking white guy.
Well, he
bro.
just feels very strongly for those people going through that stuff. You know?
And this is
it's a horrible situation to be in. Horrible.
I'm sure like during like Iraq war we had a bunch of suicides as well. It's just not that that's put out there.
There's still fucking veterans committing suicide
from that shit. It's just the data is not out there as much as like this is how many like they'd rather push like I think the number of soldiers that we lost was big, but for as long as the war was, it wasn't. So they like I feel like they pushed that number to kind of like show people like, oh, we didn't lose too many troops and
kind of justify it.
Yeah, but show the numbers of the troops that died by killing themselves after going through all this shit.
So do you think that video is gonna stop? Like end the war?
That's the thing. That's a good question that you asked because no, I think it does absolutely nothing. You know, because
it sends a message.
Oh well, it sends a message for sure. Like it's making this round around social media right now, And it's gonna be a big thing because of that fucking cop. Because that whole, like, if someone, and they did screenshot that frame, whether this fucking, where Eric Bushnell was on the ground, literally still fucking smoking, being fucking hosed down by the fire extinguisher, and in the corner of the scene is just some fucking cop with his fucking gun pointed at him. Like, that itself, like, it speaks a lot about, like, the state that we're in, you know, not only as a nation, but, like, as a world, you know, like, why is this guy fucking killing himself? Like, he's a government official, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I think it is going to send a message, but do I think that the people in power give a fuck? No. That's just another body, bro. They have casualties every day, you know? Like, it's really doesn't mean anything.
I get it.
I guess it doesn't really mean anything.
And I'm saying it doesn't mean anything to the big people. Like, this is gonna mean something to the American and, like, the fucking people who support the veterans and all that shit. Like, obviously,
it's like Michael Jackson has been singing about this for the longest time.
Was he live streaming this, or was he like, did he post it somewhere?
That's a good question.
Because I'm surprised the military or just like the government hasn't been able to just like cut the shit right out of the timeline, you know, because they've definitely done it with other situations.
You mean the media is not gonna use this for their advantage?
Well, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't make it all the way to the media that quick, you know.
It gets cut off.
There's people that like die on military bases and get found years later and nothing is said. And when like the truth comes out, it's like, oh, the sergeant killed this girl and like buried her, and it's like crazy shit, and it just gets buried. It just gets buried, and it was made a big like deal in the town that the military base was in. But
it never got out from there. It didn't really surface.
This shit is worldwide now. There ain't no stopping this.
Yeah, but I mean, people are protesting every day and stuff, like, and still there's no change. Like,
well, and then I don't say we because I have no say in anything. If it were up to me, we stop all this shit. But we made a treaty where we were supposed to stop it, and then it just kept going.
Bro, we die in the spoils of war.
What do you mean?
We don't get the privilege to make money off of them afterwards. We don't get weapon contracts.
Yeah.
We don't get cheap labor for our companies. We are cheap labor. Get off the news and read. You guys never heard that?
No.
The fourth.
But I get what you're saying.
You know?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, though.
Oh, hell yeah. Send those fools to war. We'll fucking make billions of profits.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
lives are expendable, bro. To billionaires, bro, they're desensitized in their own world.
Don't they say, like, the country thrives when we're in war? Like, it has...
The economy thrives when we're at war.
Like, we're making the most money. It's like...
It's what makes the most money, like wars.
Well, yeah, because now we got to make guns. We got to make...
Someone's got to make the guns,
Yeah.
But now we'll just send it to China and we'll fight the war in China, right? We'll just pick up. No delivery. We'll just pick up at
China. Now that you guys, never mind.
Bro, you always do this. I'm sure that.
Well, you brought up China.
The listeners hate it just as much as I do, and I know it.
Okay, look. Since you said China, I thought of Shine for some fucking reason.
Shine.
I ordered something off or Sheen. I ordered something off of fucking Sheen, and some guy in a tank top in a Prius fucking came to drop it off.
No way. Was he Persian?
He was Asian. It was fucking.
Did he look lost?
No
wonder they offer free delivery,
bro. He pulled up in a regular
delivery, only 92 cents
in a regular Prius, and he just had like a muscle tee cut off, and he was just like on the phone talking, like walking up with my package. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way that's my package. And that fool just drops it, gets back in the Prius, and leaves. Well, I'm like, nah. I know they got kids working in that fucking warehouse.
Maybe the guy was just super nice, and they dropped it off at his house. He was like, hey, I'm gonna just drop it off at this guy.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't buy that one bit. Those Chinese, man, they're up to something.
And they had a Chinese guy delivering it?
I'm telling you.
Are we still on that segment Laz was talking about earlier? I just want to know.
No. Oh, maybe it is.
This racist?
Maybe it is. Maybe we are. Check this one out.
Okay.
I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics.
Dude. That was on Fox.
He put out shoes. They're gonna love him.
He was on Fox.
That's so fucking racist.
But would you wear the Trump sneakers?
Fuck no.
The shit, they're ugly
They're
as
like
fuck.
golden, and
They look like some fucking Reeboks. Your homie Juan that just got from here from Mexico.
Yeah.
Like I said, they'll love it. Yeah, of course.
But that's pretty racist.
Okay.
The black people love him. He put out sneakers. Like, what the fuck?
Did you see that that video he did with when he did the speech and he's like, oh, I can't really see like with these lights. He's like, all I can see is the blacks.
Who said that?
Trump said that.
I think I have.
Yeah, Trump said that shit.
Yeah, it's just like, here, I'll try to.
When was this?
A couple days ago.
A recent rally?
Guys, let us know if this is racist. Let us know, guys. We want to get your opinion.
Yeah. So far, everything that we brought up has been pretty fucking racist. Let's see.
Is this racist?
Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out, Mr. Trumpo.
Lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones. That's how far I've come. That's a long way, isn't it? We've come a long way together. Lights are so bright in my...
Yeah. Is that racist? In his defense, he also said white ones too. He also said that. So that's in Trump's defense.
No, he said I can't see white ones.
But
I can only see black.
Well,
That was pretty wild.
yeah, that sneakers and this. Yeah,
He's one collab away from just becoming black himself, huh?
Yeah.
What collab do you
Seems
think will
like
do
it.
it?
What collab?
A Trump collab with Drake. No, not like a music collab. Like, I don't know, maybe like a Kool-Aid collab with Trump.
Like a black-owned business? I don't think Kool-Aid is black-owned though.
Doesn't have to be black owned. It just has to be black loved.
You guys know Aunt Jemima wasn't even black owned?
Dude, they changed the logo and everything, and
because they got exposed. Everyone thought it was like a black owned company for some reason.
But it wasn't.
It's just some white family now.
Yeah.
It was just a black lady on it.
They're making money off that.
I think
their servant and shit.
It definitely changed the way it hit though.
Did you guys hear about?
I haven't seen one of those bottles ever since.
You know how? Okay, because we were talking about Trump. Did you guys see like what happened in New York? How like all the truckers were saying that they're not going to deliver like any produce like to New York
because he's getting sued or
something like that.
I don't think it's all the truckers. I just think it's
like
Trump,
a group,
like a group.
Yeah.
Before you swear, it's like anything, bro. Like if we go on strike, some motherfucker's gonna step up and do our job. You know?
Yeah.
Like
they'll get replaced by other.
There's always that fucking ball sucker that wants to fucking suck on the boss's cock and be like, don't worry, Mr. Boss Man, we got you. Me and my buddies got you.
We'll do it for a fraction of the price.
Remember when the teachers went on strike? They were like, just because our teachers are on strike doesn't mean the kids. We still have teachers here, and it's just a bunch of substitutes that want the job, and it's like
they want to make a check.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in November. I'm not too excited. I don't know what the fuck. Either we're about to bounce back from the fucking pandemic in like full blown fucking bounce back, or we're about to just like collapse as a fucking nation. I think it goes in one of two ways, and maybe that's just me being a fatalist, but that's what I'm seeing.
I feel like it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is what happens in my life all the time. It's like
what?
As soon as it's gonna get good, we're gonna go to war, and then everything just goes to shit.
Oh, I thought that was.
You thought that was what?
You thought that's like, what we were in already?
I guess life is just like that, right? Like, everything's good and now it's shit, and then everything is ups and downs.
A little buzzkill. You know, what would life be without a little?
Wouldn't you think that we're in the buzzkill right now? Like, oh man, like all this.
Fuck yeah,
that's what we're in right now, isn't it,
bro? That's the thing. You never know how good you got it till you don't.
Yeah, I feel like,
you know what I mean.
Okay, I'm optimistic. I feel like it's gonna go good.
Obviously, I'm not sitting here being like,
I don't think we're gonna fall as a nation. I don't think we'll let that happen. We've come so far. Like,
do you guys feel like? Because I know you guys were big believers that it doesn't feel the same as pre-COVID. Are you guys do you guys still feel like that? It doesn't feel the same?
No, yeah. I think the world shifted in a whole different direction. I think everyone became more isolated, and they probably became okay with being more isolated, but I don't think the world was like that before. Like, I don't really remember the world being like that.
It became more isolated for sure, but I mean, I don't dwell on that though, because I still like live my normal life like how I lived pre-COVID.
Yeah.
You know, nothing really changed for me. I still do the same thing that I was doing before COVID.
But I do see that a lot of people work from home type shit. So it's like it did change in that aspect, and like a lot of people started their own businesses. You saw a lot of businesses. You saw a lot of businesses die, but you also saw a lot of businesses
thrive and
come to life and shit. But I don't know. What about like? Do you guys think? Because I just seen a clip of what's your comedian, Chris, the comedian that you like? Is it Shane Gillis?
Oh, we're hosting SNL.
Yeah, but he had his was it his open monologue or?
Yeah, what about
it was like he made gay jokes and people were laughing. He said retard, people were laughing, and no one tried canceling him after.
He has a Down syndrome family member. So
so they give him the pass.
Well, I didn't know that, and I still thought it was funny. I'm pretty sure half the audience didn't know that, and they were laughing. I'm just saying, like, he did all this shit, and like, no one came after it.
Yeah, he got away with it.
Like, so I'm like, is it because he's white, or is it because people are just over this shit and
so
they're
we're
just
back
like
to normal now?
I think it's a little bit. I think there's a couple things. First, yeah, obviously he's white. That's fine. Okay. Second, people are over this shit. This PG, politically correct shit. People are over it. Third, he's like buddy with Joe Rogan. So it's like,
oh, this guy's cool.
Yeah. Bud Light, I think, gave him a deal because he was always on Joe Rogan sipping Bud Light and shit. And that was after they took like billions of dollars of losses after the Dylan Mulvaney thing, you know, the transgender person who they put as one of their sponsors or whatever the fuck. So they bounced back with Shane Gillis, you know, which is this guy. And yeah, I do think some people are kind of fed up with like all that politically correct shit.
And I think that a lot of that shit changed also after like around COVID time, where like people just became more sensitive and shit.
Oh yeah, people were sensitive for a fat minute. People are still sensitive, but like I think after, you know, we talked about it episodes in like Netflix, people want to cancel this, people want to cancel that, you know, where it's like,
I think people just didn't have things to do because of COVID, you know? People were just stuck at home. It's like, let's just cancel this guy. Let's cancel this guy.
Yeah, and there's real problems in the world that I think people can focus on, you know? I think people would just want to like, I want to look like I'm a good person, so I'm going to make this whole thing about myself. No, this whole thing, it's all about me. You know what I mean? Like, people just kind of like attach themselves to like a movement like that to gain like some sort of like credibility or brownie points with society.
Is this messed up? I went to a shoe store and I walk in and the person at the cash register that was like working there, she looked like a girl, right? Probably in the LGBTQ.
I like where this is going.
You know what I'm saying?
I like where this is going.
Right? But on the like a Karen kind of status though, you know, like.
So she was being a bitch?
No. I walk in and I go, hey, do you guys have, you know, so and so, boom, boom, boom.
The new Kanye?
And she's like, yeah, for male or female. And I was like, for male. Okay, yeah, we have it over here. Follow me. And she's taking me there.
Were you confused when she asked you that?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Like, but I'm like, hey, what if she thinks I'm getting it for a gift or something, right? I gave her the benefit of that.
Okay.
So I go, and as we're going there, I go, like, thanks for not assuming my gender.
Oh, no.
And she kind of goes around, gives me the side eye. Like, she was just like, she said something like, yeah, like, okay, like, you know, and then like, she was like, well, they're right here, blah, 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 blah. And then she like walked away.
Damn.
That's just
She's definitely a conservative.
That's some Monty shit right there. I would expect Monty to do some shit after some shit like that happens to her.
You know what? But I like that. Yeah, like because if
she asked, so I was like, you know, like,
how kind of you?
Yeah. Could you not tell how
lesbian
cock? So she was lesbian herself. You would assume.
Yeah, or something. I don't know what.
Lesbian, as in like, does she?
Or what if she had a cock?
I don't know.
You might have offended her.
I might have.
You might have offended her. I mean, you might have offended him.
Zim.
What if
whatever?
She was like, "You're gonna have to leave." Would you have made a bigger scene? Because I feel like you would have. You're like, why? I'm not doing anything.
I mean, I don't know.
I hate uncomfortable scenarios like that.
I don't know. I don't know what I would have done. I would have just maybe just been like,
Gave her the look.
Oh,
give her the confused look, like, huh? What do you
I hate
mean?
that one. All right, boys. Did you guys? You were on vacation. I don't know. You might have missed it. The fucking the guy who took his girl to that concert. Omale for the Omale concert.
I think we saw that. I saw it because you guys posted it on or sent it on the group thing.
Yeah. Did you guys see that? Some guy took his girlfriend to the Omale show, and then he called her up backstage, and then he took her on stage, and like they went behind the curtain
thing.
But the stage like shined the light, and you could see their silhouettes and like
the shadow silhouettes.
She was like going crazy on
the
it.
whole. Remember that friend we were talking about, Chris? Remember that friend?
Yeah, that friend.
That friend that
I know. That homie.
That homie that the girl fucking. Yeah. That same hug, bro. Yeah. That same hug.
In front of the whole venue.
Oh, I know that hug.
Well, yeah.
And then people were recording the guy, and the guy's right there just like, oh, how embarrassing. Like, you could just see it written all over his face.
God.
Yeah, that's a guy's worst nightmare, bro.
That's embarrassing, yo.
And then what if she drove?
Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. You guys
call my homie to pick me up. Hey, bro.
You guys ready to stop talking over me? Okay. Let me ask you guys this. Okay, you guys go to a concert and let's say Bad Bunny, let's say one of them. Yeah, you. Come up here. What are you guys letting your girl go on stage?
Fuck no. She goes up there, I'm leaving. I am. What the fuck? It's funny to you guys?
No. I feel you. I feel you.
If you guys are staying, you guys are some straight up suckers, bro.
Some cucks, yo. Y'all stay for that shit.
Play me with that shit. I got the keys.
Sound like he's about to get cucked, yo.
Nah.
Good luck getting home.
No. I just want to ask.
Tell Bad Bunny to give you a ride home.
No, I want to ask you guys because I had asked.
Yeah.
I got a couple little homies and shit. They're young and in love and stuff like that. And like, they're like that delusional, like the one that we talked about earlier. And I'm like, hey, like if we were talking about scenarios, I'm like, hey, if your girl went to a concert and like, let's say Luke Bryan or one of these country guys invited her up and like, would you let your girl kiss him? And then he was like, honestly, yeah, I would.
No way. Congrats, bro. You get cheated on left and right.
That oh my God.
But there's
people
guys
are so fooled by
but there's guys that are like, oh, I want you to be happy, you know what I mean? Like there's guys like that.
Fuck yeah, they probably get turned on by that shit. They probably like dudes. They probably like dudes too.
Okay, so this girl came back out and she put out a statement. Let's check it out.
Okay. I said I was going to do a story time and tell my side of the story because the amount of hate that I'm getting called all types of things.
Because they were broken up, you can say, I bet you anything.
Scary, and I keep coming, like, whoa. So, I really want to explain myself and address a few rumours as well.
Come on, hurry.
But obviously, before I get that started, I want to publicly apologise to him. Obviously, me and him, we've had private conversations.
He took her back. No way.
All right, I don't want to fucking...
The story. And the rumours actually...
I don't
get
care.
to the point.
Just off of that, I want to apologize to him. That makes me feel like he took her back, bro. You're gonna have to apologize publicly. Nah, fuck that, bro.
Hell no. That's embarrassing, yo.
That's way too embarrassing.
So I have to no-go.
I wouldn't even take the pass if my girl was like, hey, if Rihanna calls you on stage, I wouldn't even do that. Just because I can't. I wouldn't, like, if Chris Brown was on stage, any girl would want to go on stage.
Yeah.
My girl better not go on stage. You know, like, fuck that.
I feel you. Zandra, would you go on stage if you were with your girl?
It doesn't have to be Rihanna. Your girl.
Ariana Grande. Let's say you're Ariana Grande.
Of course I would.
You would?
I would expect my girl to understand.
Damn.
Babe, it's just for the gram. Hold up. Get a sick ass pic of me. I won't do anything. Hey, get a pic. You know?
All right, but if Bad Bunny called up your girl.
She can't go.
Where's the fucking...
I'm the prize. Nah, I'm kidding. No, but it's different, yo.
It's bro. It's
different,
the same
bro.
Shit. Your dick's gonna get hard up there, yeah? Megan Thee Stallion's throwing that
stay
shit
solid, my boy. I'm hard right now.
You already,
Nah, bro, I've been wearing the compression shorts 24/7.
you already seen how they did Oh Boy on this. Like they were going to the fucking camera to him.
My girl can't go up nowhere, no stage,
Fuck if it's her dad performing
no
up there.
backstage, none of that. No,
Backstage is wild. I think backstage is worse than fucking on stage. To be honest. Like
she's backstage. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, she's
like,
gone.
Watch exactly.
You're having a lot of fun with your girl, yo.
Yeah, and they, not just you know. Would you rather your girl be backstage or like an artist sing a love song to her without doing anything sexual?
Depends what artist. Like if it's Jelly Roll, I won't care.
Nah, bro. It's like fucking Romeo from Aventura type shit.
Nah. Well, I'll let that happen because I'll be right there, you know.
Or just not like upstage, just like this, like singing to her.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But I'd have to be right there next to her, and I'd probably be holding her like this.
That's what was singing to me.
Thanks. Hey, good looking out, my boy. Like, you know what I mean? I would just have to lean into it, dog. You know what I mean?
He's like,
I like that. I like that.
There's no way he's about to cuck me. Fuck no. Hell
he's
no.
like, hey, why don't you come here and you leave your little novio right there?
Yeah. Like, get over. Come on, get a little bit closer, bro. Come over here.
You ain't so pretty like this.
Sing to us.
Not saying.
Nah, but that's insane. Like, you can't. These artists got to stop doing that too, bro. Like,
well, they don't know. They probably don't know they're in a relationship.
Know.
It's not their fault.
Bro, they know. If you are there with a fucking girl, I don't care if you guys are just a friend. Just assume that they're together. Go for the little group of fucking bitches that possibly have boyfriends, but their man's isn't there. Like, get one of those bitches on stage. And,
the ones that are not with the dude.
Yeah, like
maybe the guy was like on like getting her drinks at the bar, and then
hell no, bro. Did you not see the video? They were going to the curtain to the dude. And
yeah, I did. The thing is, I did see the video, and yeah, that's. Oh my god!
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Ladies, would you do that to your man?
And I think he did it purposely.
I would hope not.
They did it purposely because they see how good it's working for Usher.
Yeah.
Like, they see, oh, Usher's getting a lot of like press off of this. You should do it and see how that works.
I think I'm right there with Laz. I think I would leave. I'd be like, fuck this shit. I'm leaving.
It took you that long to realize that?
Get an Uber home.
Get an Uber, bitch. You better be lucky if I don't stay here and run your ass over.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding. It's for entertainment purposes only.
That's right. That's right.
Did you guys hear about the new daddy?
Daddy, what?
No.
Wait, finish what you were going to say. What?
There's only one daddy.
Did you guys? You guys heard that Diddy's getting sued again?
Oh, Diddy. Oh, Diddy.
For sexually assaulting one of his male producers. Do we care anymore?
Nah.
Oh, okay, it's a guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Proceed.
He shall. Bro, that's kind of whack. Like, you're a man and...
Talk about it. You're a man and you let yourself get handled, or what? That's what you're about to say?
Pretty much.
Didn't Terry Crews get fucking molested by his
And that's
boss?
even worse. That boy was a fucking whole football player.
Yeah, I thought it was a tank.
Terry Crews is a fucking big guy, but he says that he was getting like his fucking dick touched at like holiday parties by his boss and shit, and telling him like, oh, if you want this role, you're not gonna say shit, and like, yeah, man, he was getting fucking assaulted.
And then he was on Everybody Hates Chris the next week.
Damn.
Worth it.
Interesting. That was a good show.
There's $17.83 of rice left on the plate. It's like, no, man.
That was a great show, actually.
Terry Crews, every time I think of him, he's the guy that can make his fucking things.
His pecs move?
Every movie he's in, he's just, look at this. It's like, bro, you're a one-trick pony. Come on.
All the Old Spice commercials.
Was he? Oh, yeah, I think he was. Oh, yeah, you're right.
I first got introduced to Terry Crews through White Chicks. You remember that movie?
Yeah. I think mine is going to be like, of course, that one Friday movie.
Oh, of course.
Friday.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Where he, I think he's like it's the Christmas one.
I didn't watch that shit. Bunky.
It has Cat Williams in it.
I don't really like.
I
don't like.
Top
it either.
Flight Security. That shit was funny. I saw interesting like a video while I was on my vacation over the night and shit. There was a video of this guy talking about how like everyone in America makes Mexico seem so dangerous. Like, oh, people get kidnapped and all this shit. Like, people are scared to go to Mexico.
That's like one narrative that.
Yeah, but like he was like he threw out numbers and they were facts because I looked them up. So only about 50,000 people go missing in Mexico, and about
only 50,000.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
No, yeah.
And
compared to America,
and
probably.
about 60 of them get found alive. There's 550K people missing a year in America, and
Way
about
more.
90% of those people never get found.
Oh, that's scary to think about.
And people are scared to go to Mexico because of kidnapping, but kidnapping is
it's
here.
worse here.
Yeah.
Dude, in Arizona, there's like girls getting kidnapped, you know, left and right in like grocery store parking lots and shit. Like that's like a thing that like it's like constantly like.
And to me, I saw this like probably a day into my vacation. And bro, like the whole time I was like, making sure either I had my kid or my wife was like, had both my kids or something. Cause I was like, bro, there's a ton of people here. And if anyone wanted to kidnap someone, it would be the easiest time here.
Yeah.
Cause it's a place where like you don't know, right?
Nobody.
What's a place that like when you guys would go to as a kid, like your parents were like very cautious about like how far you guys go?
Like when we went to LA or something.
Every time I went to LA, it's like, all right, everyone stay close.
As soon as you guys park the car, it's like a little fucking group, and you guys move and fucking.
I do remember
those parking lots, bro.
That is pretty like dark to think about, you know. Like I think we talked about it before. Like when you walk into Walmart and you see like all the pictures on the wall by the bathroom
of the missing people,
of the kids that went missing in Walmart. It's like, what the fuck? How the fuck do you go missing inside of Walmart? Who the fuck just walked out with you? You know, like,
oh, do you think?
Or maybe they didn't go missing in Walmart.
Okay, I was like, damn, you just fucking. I was today years old when I found out that those people all went missing in Walmart.
Yeah.
There should be a case behind it.
I could be a liar.
Nah, but yeah, I always saw those people, and every time I saw someone around my age, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's probably a really scary and traumatizing thing to go through.
Fuck yeah. Like, and everyone thinks like, oh, what would you do? I could possibly escape, you know? Everyone knows obviously the hinge in the back of the fucking.
Yeah, well, Zandre would just break out of there.
Yeah, personally, I just.
We've gone through this scenario before.
Just kicked right through that trunk like nothing. Yeah, there was some girl from the city that got quote unquote abducted. Like she was missing, and then like I got home. This was like probably like a month or two ago. I got home, and my brother was like, "Oh, did you see that poster of the girl that went missing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it earlier." You know, like whenever someone or like shit like that ends up like on social media and stuff like that, you know, shared through people's stories. So like I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about." He's like, did you read like the description? I'm like, what about it? He's like, bro, they said she was 210. I'm like, what the fuck? This fool like brought that up. Yeah. They put her on blast, whatever. And then, he's like,
how else are you gonna find this person?
And he's like, that's my homie's sister. I'm like, oh really? He's like, yeah. He says that she's. Oh no, that's my homie's cousin. And I'm like, so what? Is she like really? Did she get abducted or did she like run away with like her boyfriend or whatever? And then she's like, oh, like we don't know, they're still looking for, I guess the FBI's involved already or some shit like that. And then they said that they found her in fucking Houston, and that like she was like talking to some guy in jail, and that fool had someone pick her up from like somewhere, and then they took her to Houston, and then they had her in the
whole
hotel.
operation.
Yeah, and that they had her in the hotel, and that she managed to fucking like call her parents and then tell them where she was at, and they found her and shit. But she said that she got abducted. She could maybe be lying, but like for her to end up in fucking Texas is pretty wild.
Probably her boyfriend lied to her and was like, we're only going up the street. Bitch ended up in Texas.
But I feel like people like human traffickers would be a little bit more calculated than that.
Exactly.
Unless it's rooted off like pure manipulation, they get like, you know, people like that. You know,
I feel like either this was someone that was about to try to start it for the first time, or like a whole different scenario. Because usually it's like dead ends for all this shit, and I don't think that they would leave a person alone with the phone, or I don't know. Like you said, they're professionals at this shit.
Yeah.
This is what they do for a living. I don't know. Maybe she just got lucky.
Yeah, no, and there's a lot of like occasions where like the girls just run away with their boyfriends and shit like that. You know, like when I was in high school, there was some girl that went missing. I was in my grade, and everyone was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, this bitch went missing, and then like they found her like a month later, just fucking getting twacked out like in Santa Ana or some shit. You know what I mean? So,
No.
so it's like there are scenarios like that kind of taint and like make it like the boy who cried wolf type of scenario. You know, like we don't know what's real, what isn't no more.
Yeah,
But
well,
like-
that one was pretty real, I guess, right?
Well,
Your brother knew someone that knew someone.
yeah, that's pretty close. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
pretty close. And damn, I mean, that's a kind of different situation, right? Because I mean, talking to someone from jail, like, that's kind of, how do you even get involved with the person in jail? You know?
That is pretty interesting. I've always wondered
How old is she?
She was like, damn, I don't even know.
Like in
anymore.
high school type
I
shit?
think
or-
she might have been in high school, bro.
Damn, what the fuck?
That's pretty wild.
It is.
But yeah. So what? So America's more dangerous than
dangerous.
Mexico, statistically speaking.
For kidnapping and shit, for missing people. And people make it seem like
Mexico's the problem.
as soon as you step a foot in Mexico, you're done for.
TJ's fucking
Nah,
sketchy.
I think in Mexico, like, as long as you don't like draw too much attention or whatever, and you're just like chill, you know, not doing anything scandalous.
Well,
like,
going
you're
down
fine.
there with dreads doesn't cost any attention.
Oh no, not at all. Hey, who's that guy?
Dreads? He's not from around here.
Get him.
And then you get to speak in Spanish is even worse, right?
Oh.
Ese güey es pocho, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, let's finesse him.
That's Vanessa.
It's like they get the white boys down here $50 for a sack.
Oh yeah, that's
Damn.
a version of that down there.
Yeah.
Money.
It's a mission.
Be trying to pay in American dollars, get finesse, and get paid back in like pesos for like way off.
Wait, what is this?
They give you a handful like this, but little do you know it's all sticks and sticks.
Them.
You know what I mean?
But what do you guys think about California trying to like pass the law that gun owners have to pay a registration fee, kind of like we do with cars? Like every year you have to pay.
I think the more they do shit like this, I think the more people are gonna get like fake
a registration.
guns.
Oh, for guns. Okay.
For guns, yeah.
Not fake guns, but like there's so many people.
Black market.
There's so many people.
You have to pay for your freedom, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You should be able to just have one. Sorry.
Bro, I've heard of like people just like third parties and shit like that. Of people like, bro, I know someone who could print you a gun, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
I've definitely heard, or I've definitely seen that. Like on YouTube, you could get away with it by just putting like a tutorial on how to make a 3D gun, and there's someone printing a gun.
Yeah, if someone has a 3D printer, like they can definitely make you that
part by part. Because I mean, all you had to do is take the gun apart. You could take a gun apart easily. These guns are meant to be taken apart so you could clean them and shit. You take it out one piece by piece. You 3D print each piece and put it back together like you do the regular gun, and guess what you got? A fucking gun.
Yeah, so I think with like the more that they try to like enforce rules like this, I think the more people are gonna be like, oh, let me just resort to this, have some stash inside the house, because like people are already kind of skeptical about like everything going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because what's after this? Now you're gonna have to like face recognition before you shoot your gun every time or something.
Yeah, you know, like how we never talked about that documentary that went viral, the Netflix documentary, not documentary, the Netflix show that the Obamas made, and it's about like, did you guys see that, Chris? They made like a show, and like in this show, it's like apocalyptic type of messaging where like the grid is off and no one can contact anyone. And no one can contact anyone, and like they never say what it is, but like the Teslas are crashing into each other since it's all automated.
Oh, I seen the trailers to that.
And then all this is simultaneously happening while real life billionaires are being caught like building underground bunkers and shit. You know?
Oh yeah, that was happening recently.
Yeah, so I think people are already like on like, you know, the conspiracy theorists are already like on their shit, like, oh, what's going on, you know, like,
yeah,
you know,
preparing for like the apocalypse.
Think about it. Where did you get this idea from? Mm-hmm. Where did you think of this from?
Yeah, and for it to be from the Obamas is just like kind of like, oh, what?
That's what I mean. Like, where'd you get this idea from? Like, you're the president. You knew all the secrets. like it kind of like makes me feel like maybe I should go watch this just to see like what's gonna go on. And
this guy's connected, and this is the stuff that he's coming up with. Like, why is that?
Yeah.
So you might just want to watch that. But yeah,
are you ready for the apocalypse?
Honestly, no. But
you a prepper?
I gotta get myself a gun.
I'm not doomsday prepper, but yeah, I have been thinking that lately. Like, I at least need like one gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told my wife that I gotta get a gun, and she wasn't opposed to it, but she was like, "We got kids and shit." But
yeah, that's the only sketchy part. Like, you got to be really careful about like where you stash that. You know, you don't want your fucking son turning into a school shooter or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or just
that's
like
always
shooting
the story.
themselves.
Like, where'd this kid get the gun? Oh, well, his dad had the gun, and he just happened to figure out the safe combo. You know, like that's always the wildest shit.
And I don't want to be the parent that says my kid wouldn't, you know, but that's because I'm not worried about my kid like going to shoot a school. Like,
oh shit,
I'm worried about my kid like he doesn't know what a fucking gun is, you know, like picking up the gun and shooting himself.
Yeah,
like,
for Tim, it's like a toy.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, a safety lock. Everyone says you can put it on a safety lock, but when a kid doesn't know and all a kid wants to do is like play with the little thing, play with buttons and shit. All you have to do is move that button and squeeze this button and it's over.
Yeah, and we've seen all those videos, like the Facebook Live videos of people like toting guns, and then like next thing you know, it shoots someone.
Or shoot through the apartment and shit.
Like, I've definitely seen a couple of those.
Yeah, you got to teach them gun safety.
No, yeah. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about
kids gun safety?
There's a guy on
I've seen that
on YouTube that makes a ton of money, bro.
With his daughter?
With his daughter.
Yeah, I've seen that one. She's like unloading the gun like from the beginning, like taking the bullet out, you know, like reloading the mag.
She could build and unbuild a gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
she's taking it apart and building it back together.
Crazy. And I think that's great.
That's a responsible way to do it, I think.
I think it's great for where they live, you know? They are able to open carry and do all that shit. Like out here, there's no point. What is the point of me showing my kid a gun for? Like, I mean,
to prepare him for the apocalypse.
Yeah, I mean, that's a scenario that could possibly happen. Yeah, but like at her age, I don't think.
How old are we talking?
For me to show my kid, like, hey, this is like my kid. By the time he knows what
any kid, how old?
I think as a parent, I wouldn't feel comfortable like shooting a gun with my son until at least like 14, 15.
I was thinking 12.
12 is cool. I'd probably let him be around me while I'm shooting a gun.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't let him like, hey, here's a gun and I'll shoot it with. Like, nah, you're too.
Set a good example for him.
14, 15.
Take him to the gun range with you. And
the way
safety.
That's like at a young age, probably 8. You can start taking them with you.
Instill it.
Yeah, but like.
So when you take him for the.
But that girl's insane. Like, she could teach a whole class. You know, like, do you think which is great. It's great. It's not bad, especially since she's a girl.
Well, she knows how to use and handle a gun, right?
She could take it apart. So obviously, speaking to your mic.
So what I'm saying is
more into your mic.
She would know how to handle the weapon.
Yeah.
In like a really dangerous situation.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to someone who's not trained.
Never been around with that. For sure.
You just gotta train them.
And I think if I had a daughter and like I lived in like even if I didn't live in a red state and like let's say I had a fucking gun, I'd be like, maybe she should know how to fucking defend herself, you know? What if something happens to me, bro?
That's why I said in that state it makes sense. But here's like we don't come across guns often. There's guns everywhere, but we don't come across guns often like you do in fucking Texas, where you honk at someone, you might see someone flash a gun as opposed to just getting flicked off here, you know?
Yeah. In Arizona, people shoot at you if you like honk at them at like a red light or something.
Well, let me tell you, Jet Li once said, oh my God, what the fuck? Well, let me tell you guys this. Jet Li once said, I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than be a gardener in the war.
I don't know. All I've heard is I'd rather be caught with it than without it, and it sounds like it's the same saying, no?
No, but it's right around the same terms.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to get into some questions or what?
Yeah, I got a couple. Actually.
Same, but I'll let you go first.
Okay.
What are the little kids in high school? Ladies first.
Bitches follow. You remember that one? You remember that one?
Must have missed that one.
Okay, here we go. First question. What does the LSDP think about luxury brands?
That's a great question because like I see a lot of you, not a lot of you because our listeners are really fly, but I see a lot of people that like associate like designer shit to like you putting that shit on, but like just because you got some designer shit on doesn't mean you could throw like an outfit together. Like if you don't know how to put that shit on, like it doesn't matter if it's designer or not, you know what I mean? Yeah. You could have some really like a fly belt, but if you can't throw it on with the right, outfit.
See, for me, for designer, I'm more like the belt, like the accessories, like the glasses, the sandals,
maybe even like a no label little crew neck or something.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna wear a fucking.
I think all that over branded shit looks corny.
A button up Gucci with the fucking Gucci signs all over it. Like
that's just me though.
Leave it for the women, yo.
Yeah,
but I be rocking some shit low key,
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel the same way about it. And to kind of elaborate on that, have you guys seen like Mandalorian? The Mandalorian?
No, but I'm interested to see how you tie this in.
Okay, so basically it has to do with like it's Star Wars, right? And this guy he collects like this really rare metal. He melts it and then he makes like a plate of armor, like a piece of something, right? And that thing is worth a lot and everybody knows what that's worth. And it's like, oh wow. So I kind of see it as that when like
it's a status symbol.
It's a status symbol, exactly. Like I mean that's what designers like tied to and stuff. So some people want to wear it all out, and some people want to just be like more low key about it or whatever. But that's how I see design.
I'd wear
kind of like a
Gucci cap, but I'd never put on like a whole Gucci outfit.
Yeah, from like head to toe and stuff.
Unless I was at the Met Gala and it was like a suit. That's one thing, but wearing like a tracksuit where it's all like Gucci everywhere from head to toe.
Some of that shit looks corny, yo.
It does. It looks like
corny.
To me, it just looks like, oh, this guy either is a rapper that fell off,
or he needs some validation.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, you don't really got to be on that designer shit to really put some shit on, like for real.
No, yeah.
I got like 3 more.
All right, send it.
Do you think all companies and stores are required to get some form of military discount?
Every store should do that. Is that what they're saying?
Do you think all companies and stores are required? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think that if someone wants to provide that as an option, that's great, But requiring someone to lower their prices for you, I get that you've done things for this country, and man, you deserve free whatever you want. But it's not up to me, It's up to the business owner. Okay. So required is kind of like a strong it's
that you're being forced to like. Okay, I get where you're coming from.
And maybe I feel like maybe the government is required to do something for you, but maybe not the stores. Maybe we should turn the focus on something else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
What about you, Zandre? What do you think? Do you think stores should be required?
Not required. Just depends on the owner. If they fuck with it, they fuck with it.
Yeah. And it's not the store's fault. It's more so the government's fault. Like, they should take care of their soldiers. If they're risking their lives for like this country and stuff, like they're the ones that are hiring them and stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good way to look at it.
You're gonna say the government should what?
If it's important, they'll mandate it
for sure. All right. What's stopping you from owning a gun and protecting from intruders or the government?
We just talked about it. Yeah.
All right.
The kids. Safety.
Is attending church? Okay. Is attending church so that you can possibly meet someone to date morally wrong?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because if you're going to church to find Christ, but you're really using that like as a Trojan horse to just get some pussy, and that's fine. Like, but if that's what it's gonna be, then just let it, just be that. But don't try to like. I don't like it. So vulgar. No, because I don't like I know people like that, like these church motherfuckers who like blanket themselves with like, oh, I'm this religious guy, but low key they just be trying to pick up bitches at Bible study and shit. And like I've seen it happen before, and I'm like, I'm familiar with your game, and it's like it's cool, but
yeah.
So you could possibly meet someone to date morally wrong. I don't think so, because there's people there for worse. There's people there probably preying on people's downfalls and shit.
Oh, like Eddie Brock, and he's like, please kill Peter Parker.
There's people
That was
there.
top-notch hating, yo.
Yeah.
He was hating crazy on that.
There's people doing worse shit in there, you know? That's how I think about it.
But that wasn't the question. The question is, do I think is that morally wrong? And I think, yeah. If you're gonna like.
You're leveraging.
Personally,
like,
me, I've
religion.
never been. No, I'm lying. I've done that one time where I'm like, "Woohoo, a little Bible study. I know who's gonna be there." I did that one time. But other than that, I would regularly go to
work.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. But regularly, like I would literally just go because like either like I was signed up to go or like, but I was never there. Like, or like I don't do that Sunday shit. I know some people that go to church on Sundays just to like run into whomever from the city, that's like, that's cool, but like you're missing the whole point, like if you're gonna go fucking praise up, you know what I mean? But like, and that's cool, I don't judge, but
exactly.
It's like, I'm just saying, like, don't try to like hide under like the religion shit and try to like put yourself on the pedestal.
If I don't even go to save my own life, why would I go to find a bitch? It's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
All right, what are your questions?
Oh, okay. Here we go. I got, what's the best way to ask a cashier you think is pretty on a date without being creepy?
Hey, where's my hug at?
Hey,
that was crazy. I don't know I've never actually shot a shot like that, so I don't know how to give you that one. How do you? I feel like that's awkward.
You go. Here's my number in case anything is wrong with the card. Goes wrong with the card, and you just get your order and leave.
With the card? Oh, this
like
guy.
in case there's anything wrong with the card.
I'd probably just ask what time you get off, and if she says
that's kind of creepy.
Scary.
What time are you out of here?
So I can wait for you in the parking lot.
Yeah,
nah, that's not scary. You've never asked someone what time you get off?
Fuck no, never,
bro. We've gone to the clinic together, and I definitely definitely heard you ask, "Hey, what time you get off today?"
Okay, you might have got me.
It's just normal. It's
never.
I've definitely been like at a club before, and like one of the bartenders or the bottle girls is there. I'm like, hey, what time are you off? But it's like that's just me, just like lit as fuck. And she's like, what? You gonna want to go out after this? But she was like, she knew I was lit. She was just like playing along. But
see, she knew what was up. So that's a form of shooting your shot.
Yeah.
Hey, after all, boys, you missed 100% of the shots you don't take. The hard part is not being creepy. To not be creepy, just be handsome. That's it.
Just
how do you be handsome, bro? Tell us.
Honestly,
nice haircut.
Just
line up your shit.
Sometimes just being straight up is like the best way, right? Just ask her, be like, hey, would you be down to go out sometime? That's it. Boom. If she says no, then it's a no, bro. Get over it. Never go there again.
Yeah. Or if you're like a real soldier, you just go incognito, friend zone yourself for a little bit.
Go with a whole Gucci outfit
and then
how about now?
And then when the guards down, you strike.
Jesus, yo.
Consensually, of course.
It might take 6 months.
Yeah, okay. So that was okay, let's see.
All right.
This one's kind of like, we'll come back to that next week.
Sorry, listener.
It says, I got one. It says,
make the cut.
What is one dream you have? What is one dream you have had that left a lifelong impact? What is one dream you had that left a lifelong impact?
Damn, I don't know, but most of the times I don't remember mine. But
I can't say like a lifelong.
I've definitely had one of those scary ones where I think someone died and I wake up crying. I'm like, oh shit, no.
And forever, everything changed.
Well, it's like, yeah, because I'm like, oh shit, I thought you died, but I'm awake now and you're not dead.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
So yeah,
okay, I've definitely had shit like that.
Okay,
happen.
yeah.
Like one of those where you wake up crying and shit. Like
I thought he meant like, oh, you changed your whole life because of this one dream.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever had a dream change my whole life, but I've had a dream that like I remember that it was like intense. Like
I thought my life was altered, and I woke up and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, like when I detox, when I go like sober off bud, I get like night terrors and like those scare the fuck out of me.
I remember I've been trying. Well, I haven't been trying recently, but when I tried,
So you're a fiend.
yeah, I am, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm a fiend too.
I was
It's fly out
actually
here.
contemplating stopping, but the only reason I don't stop is because I get the same thing, bro. And I woke up crying one time. I was like, "Fuck, bro, fuck this shit. I gotta go smoke right now."
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's really bad,
It's like
bro.
it's horrible, bro.
Well, what that is that your body, when you smoke a lot, like it stops producing cannabinoids. So that's like. Wake up like cold sweat.
Fuck
like
yeah, my girl would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't know, bro.
and I would
go
not
smoke."
Yeah. And I would not want to go back to sleep, bro.
Me either.
But you know what? And
Me
after
either.
that, it was like 3 solid weeks of like straight nightmares every fucking night. But after that, they became very pure. And then they became really good.
It was night, and it's like nightmares, bro. Like the worst nightmares.
Then
that
they
you could
got really
possibly have.
good. Like I want to go to sleep early.
And never wake up, yo.
I was like, oh shit, how delicious.
Damn. All right.
Okay. That was it. Last question. Would you rather be abducted by aliens or stalked by the Men in Black? Stalked by the Men in Black, of course. I don't got nothing like.
Abducted by aliens once or often? That's the real question.
Oh, shit.
But I'll go off the question. I think the black, yeah, the Men in Black.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get anal probed.
Yeah, and I just want to live my normal life. It's okay if I get followed. I don't have anything interesting.
Exactly.
You know, like
At the most, you'll like
Yeah.
hack my like iPhone, catch
Yeah.
me beating off like once or twice or something. You know, it's not too bad.
twice.
what about you? You want? Well,
I'd probably go. That's probably the best answer. Why would
Yeah.
you? Yeah, I'd rather get stalked by the.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want to be in a spaceship. Fucking.
what
getting
about you over there?
experimented on.
Huh?
Yeah, Chris, you're kind of quiet.
Definitely the aliens.
Yeah.
Taking one for the team, huh?
You want to get probed and shit?
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Dude, that's
beep,
not in the question.
Boop, beep, boop.
Abducted. What do you think they're gonna do with you, huh? Just fucking sing?
Well, they're gonna figure some things out about his anatomy.
Oh, don't make him sing.
They're gonna pull up looking all black like a raven, yo.
Pull it on yo. Oh shit! Let me put it on your cock and all black.
It's shitting on your
Shitting on your cock and all black. All right. That's enough, boys. All right,
You
guys.
ain't gonna want to drop that shit
Let's
no
sign
more.
out. Let's sign out. Let's get out of here. All right. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz.
Yep.
I'm here with Monty.
What up?
Chris, say what up. YOLO. We'll be back next week with another episode for your head top. It's episode 107. My name is Andre. I'm here with Laz. I'm here with Monty again. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.